going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are joined by the one and only PPCocaine. What's going on? What's good?
What's good?
Man, look, I have seen you just blowing up over the internet. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere. I mean, just straight blowing up these last few months, right?
Yeah, since May, I think.
So, like, did your life change, like, overnight?
Pretty much.
I mean, you just straight came out of nowhere, bro. I mean, just popping on the internet. So tell me, what was your life like 6 months ago?
What was 6 months ago?
Man, 6 months ago, why you put me on the spot? Let me see, what is this? It's like April.
April?
Yup, April 2020, nigga.
What was I doing in April? I was dancing. I danced at the club. This was like before Corona stopped. Before Corona became existent, I was dancing. I worked at the club, and I was like.
Wait, so you were in the club still dancing and you were still couch hopping?
Yeah, and I was couch hopping. So I didn't have no stable place to live. I was it was a lot going on, and I was doing a whole lot of drugs.
Oh man, so you got off into the drug scene, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So did your drug use, did it affect your internet presence? I mean, so how many followers do you have on Instagram right now?
Right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, not like right now, but at the time.
At the time? Probably 4,000 bots, no real followers. I really wasn't popping. It was people from school.
So at the time, what city were you living in? What city were you laying your head in?
LA.
Oh, okay, you were in LA. So now are you from LA originally? Where are you from?
Yeah, I was born and raised in LA. Not okay. LA, but Santa Clarita.
Okay. So you go to LA. Now, did you have any idea what you were gonna do when you got there? I mean, you were just trying to make it work? I guess it was just
that's what I wanted to do. I didn't really fantasize in making money from dancing. I fantasized in the attention and dancing, because I was raised dancing. So it was I turned 18, I was yep, to the strip club we go.
All right, so you're in LA, big city, big lights, big dreams. Did you graduate from high school?
Yeah, I graduated high school. Barely graduated high school. I kind of let myself go the first half of senior year, but then my counselor was get your shit together. Okay, fuck.
Okay, I got you. So you got your shit together. Now, was drugs, were they a big part of your life back then, or what?
No, I didn't start doing drugs until a month after my 18th birthday. But in school, I just stopped caring. I just didn't do my homework anymore. Didn't care about the test. I barely showed up. I was in the counselor's office most of the time.
Girl, sound like you were having a lot of fun. So tell me this. I mean, how were the classes hard? I mean, were you able to? Did you get good grades?
One of the classes, I don't know how I passed. The other classes were just easy, and I could just turn in all my work late at the end of the year. So I was okay, bet.
Okay, so with all that fun you were having, did you graduate from high school? And I mean, what was next? What was next after high school?
I graduated the day before my birthday, and then on my birthday, I went to the strip club and auditioned. I was ready that night. It was I had thought about it already. I was that's what I'm gonna do.
Damn. Okay. So you were in the strip club. What'd your parents think about that?
I lived with my grandparents growing up, and so they did not want me to be no dancer. They were nah, don't do that shit. They were they was really gonna disown me for real. They didn't disown me, but they kicked me out, which is why I was couch surfing. But they didn't find out until 3 months into me dancing. I lied. I said I worked at Universal Studios, and they believed it though, I thought.
All right. So you in the club, shaking a tail feather, doing your thing. I mean, were you making a lot of money back then? I mean, was the money good?
Not enough to be stable, no. And I didn't dance to make money, because I still lived with my grandparents at the time. So it was I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to pay for anything. So it's I'm not doing this for money. But it's when it came down to doing it for money, I wasn't making stable money. I made enough to probably stay in a hotel some nights, or be with a friend. That's all I really made. It's strip club money is not easy money, especially when you're first starting. And then a lot of guys there, they be asking for extras, and I don't do that shit. So I wasn't making as much money as the girls who do extras. No shit on them, but that's not me. So I didn't do that, and I didn't make as much money as them. But
all right. So you're in the strip club, you're making money. What would be, I guess, an okay night for you?
An okay night, 400 if I call up my customers and tell them hey, come please.
Hey, all right. Well, yeah, that ain't bad.
Well, everything under that is what I made regularly. Like, I would sometimes leave the club with like less money than I came in with. I don't know how, but like, cause I had to get food, you know, like I stayed at the club from noon till 4 a.m. Like that, I didn't have no place to live, so that's where I was staying at, the club.
Okay, so time passes. I mean, did you ever really decide that, you know what, hey, it's time to do something else?
I never really decided that it wasn't for me. Like, I still love dancing, and like I definitely would hop up on a pole again. Like, it's like that's what I like to do. But like, when everything kind of changed around was like in December.
All right, hey, my birthday month. Okay, so things happened for you in December. Like, what happened?
So I went to this party, this YBN party, and then I guess like I didn't want to go though. I wanted to go stay at work and make money, but like my friend, like if I didn't go home with her that night, I was not gonna have no place to stay because she was gonna fall asleep and she wasn't gonna answer the phone. So like I needed a place to stay, so I was not gonna like let her go to a party by herself and not bring me with her. So like I went, and then I met my best friend, and like I told her like I was like, I like your watch. Like, do you want a best friend? Like immediately inserted myself into her life, and like she didn't know it, but like I moved in the next day. Like I just didn't leave. Like I just did not leave, and it was like. She didn't really question me about it. Like it wasn't really bad. Like we were having a good time. Like everything was lit. And like I basically really just moved in with her like the second day I met her. And like she introduced me to her producer and manager at the time, Spain the GOAT. And like he showed me that he made beats. And I was like, that's fly. And like as a kid, like I would write poetry and stuff. So it's like I could make music, you know? And it's like I started rapping on a few of the beats he showed me. And like he told me it was good, so I was like, hey, we lit. And like, we kind of just started making music from there. But all that shit was recorded in December. Like everything you hear right now, besides like my recent features, like were recorded in December.
Okay, so I mean, as a dancer, were you able to save up a little money? I mean, were you frugal? Were you smart with your money?
No, like like as a dancer, like I didn't have money. Like I slept on park benches. Like I didn't have money to like have somewhere to sleep. I would either stay with my friends from the club, and it's really hard to make friends in the club because it's like everyone there is kind of shady. And it's like, I really only had like 1 or 2 friends, and like, we were kind of just on the move all the time. So it was like, I would really like sometimes just not even sleep. Like I would just like drink coffee, thug it out.
Oh wow, you know, sound like you had it rough there for a minute. Okay, so sleeping on park benches and going to couch, that's not really safe. So why didn't you ever really just go on home?
I had a little sister at the time, and then like, basically the reason they kicked me out was because like I hung out with this girl who was younger than me, but like we're best friends, and like she like literally like she was the person who I know cared for me like so much, and like we like it was never anything like bad. I never I never influenced her to do anything bad or anything. Like everything she did, like her dad would give her weed, you feel me? Like I never ever introduced her to any type of drug or anything. But like because I already graduated and she was 16 and I was like 17 turning 18, her mama was not going. So like her mama ordered a restraining order against me, and then like that got sent to my house. And like because I had my little sister living there, like my grandma was like, we can't have people come to the house, like police come to the house, like we can't be doing this, like you can't come back. And it's like, so I had to go. I had to do what I had to do. Like I just had to go.
Oh my God, I am so sorry to hear that, man. Okay, so like with you going from house to house, did you know many of these people?
Not all the time. Like it was like I would literally like, not even like for sexual purposes, but I would go home with like customers from the club, like just to like lay my head to sleep somewhere, or like sometimes I'll go home with the DJ, or like sometimes I'll go home with one of my bosses. Like I didn't know, like I remember I lived with one of my bosses for a long period of time, and like I just know like I never really like had a place I could call home. Like I knew that I didn't know if I was gonna have a place to lay my head at night.
You know, I have to applaud you. I have to say that I'm really proud of you, because a lot of people can't speak on some of the rough things that they go through, especially, you know, on their rise to fame, you know. So what gives you the courage and the strength to, you know, speak so openly about your trials and your tribulations?
At the end of the day, like everything that I've ever done is gonna come out. It's all gonna come out. Like as a public figure, they find everything. Like they find, because it's my story to tell.